हाथों का जादू और खुशबू से महकता घर, माँ की मुस्कुराहट और खाने की सुगंध। MDH गरम मसाला,
क्योंकि हर रिश्ता है स्वाद से जुड़ा।
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे। केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
A major security scare in Uttarakhand's Almora. 161 packets of suspected explosive materials found near a government school. The discovery was made after children playing near the bushes spotted the strange packets and alerted the school principal. Police reached the government intercollege Dabra within minutes and cordoned off the entire area. What they found was cylindrical, three-colored packets, each bearing the marking 901 emulsion explosives, 125 grams. The site was secured till bomb squad teams arrived. Bomb disposal units from Udham Singh Nagar and Nainital districts combed the entire perimeter. With the help of dog squads, more packets were detected around 20 feet away from the main recovery spot. Initial examination suggests the material is similar to gelatin sticks widely used for stone blasting in road construction. An FIR has been filed against unknown persons under the Explosive Substances Act and sections dealing with negligent handling of explosives.
गांव में स्कूल के पास में झाड़ियों में नीचे की तरफ में झाड़ियों में लगभग 161 जिलेटिन की छड़ें प्राप्त हुई। सूचना पर पुलिस, जो लोकल थाना पुलिस है, वो मौके पे पहुंची। उनके द्वारा उच्चाधिकारियों को सूचना दी गई। साथ ही साथ में BDS को भी वहां पर बुलाया गया है। BDS ने पूरी चीजों को वहां पर इंक्वायरी की, चेक की है वहां पर, और साथ साथ में आसपास के एरिया को भी सर्च किया गया है। इसमें उचित धाराओं में फिर इसमें FIR दर्ज कर लिया गया है। माननीय न्यायालय के आदेश में उसमें आगे कार्रवाई की जा रही है।
Investigators are now scanning construction sites and transport routes in the region. Questions remain: how 161 explosive packets reached behind a school, and who placed them there, and why were nearly 60 kilos of such sticks dumped near a school?
प्योर सूजी पास्ता उबालो, मिलाओ और खाओ।
8 मिनट में तैयार।
क्या टेस्ट है सबका राजा हार्डकोर मसाला।
Some places feel like they've been waiting for you, where every piece speaks of legacy, from diamonds that celebrate ambition to festive gold that honors tradition. LD Sons.
MDH की हल्दी मिर्ची धनिया करे कमाल। ये रंग दे, ये खुशबू दे, ये तीखा, ये कम पड़े। क्या निराला MDH मसाला।
China and Japan are clashing verbally over Taiwan. Tensions between China and Japan have risen over Taiwan's security. Japan has signaled it may intervene in a potential conflict, viewing it as a threat to its own stability. China condemned this as meddling, issuing strong warnings and summoning diplomats. This conflict started when Japan's newly appointed Prime Minister, Sanae Takaichi, issued a direct warning to China during a session of the country's parliament. She stated that a conflict in the Taiwan Strait could represent a survival-threatening situation for Japan, implying that Tokyo might need to intervene militarily to protect its interests. This marked a bold escalation in Japan's stance on the Taiwan issue, signaling readiness to support Taiwan against potential Chinese action. Takaichi's comments, delivered amid rising regional tensions, prompted an immediate and sharp rebuke from Beijing, highlighting the fragile balance in East Asia and the risk of broader confrontation.
The remarks made by the Japanese leader on Taiwan constitute an interference in China's internal affairs and a serious violation of the One China principle and the basic norms governing international relations. Such words are extremely irresponsible and dangerous in nature and have caused very negative impact.
Taiwan is an island of 23 million people situated about 100 miles off China's southeast coast. China regards it as a breakaway province under the One China principle, insisting that other countries acknowledge this and avoid treating Taiwan as a sovereign state. Taiwan, however, maintains its own government, conducts elections, and runs an independent economy, a setup rooted in 1949 when China's civil war concluded.
From Asia's largest news headquarters, setting the agenda for Bharat. You're watching Republic.
A new video emerges up close of what really happened during the last few moments in Dubai when the LCA Tejas crashed. Another Jaish suspect arrested. Republic has details of Tufail Bhatt and the role he played in the Delhi terror conspiracy. Inside details of the funding, 26 lakh rupees collected among the terror doctors. Full details on Republic on how they gathered the money and how the responsibilities were divided. Details of the Prime Minister's visit to Johannesburg at the G20 summit, the message he sent from there, the pictures that are coming in on the show this evening. Some exclusive details lined up. Getting in some breaking news details, ladies and gentlemen, we have some breaking news coming in from Mumbai. There's been a chemical leak. I repeat, there has been an unknown chemical leak in a building in Mumbai. This is near the MIDC police station in Andheri in Mumbai. There's a chemical leak in a 3-story building. Search operation is in progress and we're getting in more details. One person is believed to have died in this particular incident, in the chemical leak that is coming in. From the details we have, the first call was made around 5:22 this evening. 5:22 the call was made, and The address was MIDC near Andheri, Mumbai. Satyaprakash is joining us with the details. One life lost. Satyaprakash.
मुंबई के अंधेरी इलाके घटना है जो कि 3 मंजिला इमारत है और इसमें केमिकल लीक होने की जो खबर फायर ब्रिगेड को मिली उसे वैसे तुरंत ही फायर ब्रिगेड की टीम मौके पहुंची और जब देखा तो वहां पे कई लोग बेहोश मिले, जिसमें एक की मौत खबर आ रही है, 2 लोग घायल हुए हैं। ये केमिकल क्या है ये अभी जानकारी इकट्ठा कर रही है। एनडीआरएफ को अलर्ट मोड पर रखा गया है। फायर ब्रिगेड की टीम है। फायर ब्रिगेड का कहना है कि सिचुएशन कंट्रोल में है। जब फायर ब्रिगेड पहुंची थी तो उस समय एक बेहोश पड़े थे, 3 लोग बेहोश पड़े थे, जिसमें तीनों को तुरंत हॉस्पिटल ले जाया गया, जहां पर एक की मौत हो गई है। 2 लोग अभी भी आईसीयू में है, लगातार उनका इलाज चल रहा है। लेकिन घटनास्थल पर फायर ब्रिगेड टीम पहुंची है, पुलिस की टीम पहुंची है और जांच किया जा रहा है कि आखिर केमिकल क्या है। जी
हाँ जी, कैन यू टेल अस मोर अबाउट हाउ मेनी लाइव्स हैव बीन लॉस्ट? एक आदमी अभी वी आर हियरिंग, ये जो इंफॉर्मेशन मिली है, एक आदमी का मौत ऑफिशियल है। कितने लोग घायल हैं और कहां पे एडमिट हुए हैं?
देखिए, एक आदमी जो है एक आदमी की मौत हुआ है, ऑफिशियल जो जानकारी मिली है। 2 लोग की हालत खराब है जो आईसीयू में है। घुटन हुआ है, जो केमिकल फैला, इस तरह घुटन हुआ और घुटन की वजह से तीनों बेहोश हो गए थे। बेहोश होने के बाद वहां पर तुरंत ही फायर ब्रिगेड कॉल किया गया। फायर ब्रिगेड टीम पहुंची, मौके पर देखा तो तीनों बेहोश पड़े, तीनों को हॉस्पिटल पहुंचाया गया, जिसमें एक की मृत्यु हुई है, एक की डेथ हुई है, जबकि 2 लोग आईसीयू में जिनका इलाज चल रहा है। फायर ब्रिगेड की टीम मौके पे है, लोकल टीम पहुंची हुई है पुलिस की और लगातार जांच किया जा रहा है कि आखिर कौन सा केमिकल है जिसकी वजह से फैलने की वजह से इतना बड़ा घटना हो गया। जी
हाँ जी, okay, thank you for that. It's a developing situation. We're keeping a close track on that. 1 dead in the Mumbai chemical leak. It's an unknown chemical from the details we're picking up. Unknown chemical is what we are told. We are monitoring the situation closely. Time of incident, time of complaint and the call going out was 5:22. Details: unknown chemical leak in a ground +1 structure. 3 people suffocated, sent to Holy Spirit Hospital. Search operation is in progress. NDRF is on high alert. 3 people reported, out of which one Ahmad Hussain, a 20-year-old called Ahmad Hussain, was brought dead. Naushad Ansari, 28 years old. Sabah Sheikh, 17 years old. Both are admitted in the ICU. Condition is critical. This is an unknown chemical leak. We are hearing unknown chemical leak in Mumbai. Keeping a close track. Let's move on now. And before we get you some more exclusive stories on the show, quickly had to bring those pictures from Johannesburg where the Prime Minister is present, Prime Minister Modi. He's in Johannesburg, met leaders. The pictures came in of the photo op. Let's go straight to that. The breaking news update coming in. The Prime Minister asking for profound rethinking of global development parameters. And while speaking at Johannesburg at the G20, the Prime Minister made one very important point where he spoke about the G20 initiative. G20 initiative on countering drug terror nexus. And he proposed a dedicated G20 initiative on countering the drug terror nexus aimed at unifying financial governance, security tools. Initiative will help disrupt trafficking networks, choke illicit financial flows, and weaken a major funding source for terror. This was the Prime Minister's message. We wanted to bring you those pictures of the group photo. We will move on and get you more breaking news, but those were pictures that just came in where all G20 leaders stood in line for that family photo. The Prime Minister in Johannesburg. Moving on to the next breaking news coming in on This Is Exclusive. Ladies and gentlemen, Tufail Niaz Butt, the story just breaking that there's been another arrest. Tufail Niaz Butt, a resident of Srinagar, has been detained by the Jammu and Kashmir State Investigation Agency, or the SIA. Tufail Butt has been detained in relation to the Jaish module and his alleged links to the Delhi blast. I wanted to get Zeenat on this breaking story. There's been another arrest. And what is the role of Tufail Butt? How is he linked to the Red Fort conspiracy? Zeenat. We'll just go across to Zenith in just a few minutes. This breaking news update now coming in that another arrest has been made in the Srinagar terror conspiracy. We have details of Tufail Butt. Tufail Niaz Butt is a resident of Diyarwani in Batmalu, Srinagar. He's been detained by the State Investigation Agency. We have his picture. That's the picture of Tufail Butt, who was arrested. He's detained in relation to the Jaish module. And okay, Zenith is live. Let's quickly go across to Zenith and get in a word because we have to move on and get some more details. Zenith.
Niranjan is one of the one more arrest that has been made by the state investigating agencies as far as the Jaish-e-Mohammed terror module or the Red Cross blast is concerned. That took place on 10th of November, and there have been the leads being generated by the Srinagar police along with the SIA, because SIA is the one that has taken over the entire case now, and the investigations are going on. As far as the Tufail is concerned, he comes from the Batmalu area of Srinagar. Remember when we were breaking the details about Dr. Umar, he had visited Batmalu couple of times, as has come from the tower dumps of his mobile phone. That was also investigated by the Srinagar police. Whether he had come to see and meet Tufail, that is the part of the investigation. But as of now, he has been taken into custody by the SIA as far as this Red Fort blast is concerned. So another lead is being generated, and the case is being investigated by Srinagar Police, SSP Srinagar, Dr. Sandeep Chakravarti dealing with the case. Then we are seeing the SIA, and it is also being headed by the CID chief of Jammu and Kashmir, Nitish Kumar, and all other people who are keeping an eye as far as case is concerned, and also the links from Kashmir to Delhi to Faridabad and UP. The Red Fort blast is concerned.
Thank you for joining us with those inputs, Zenith. Moving on to the next breaking news story coming in on the show, ladies and gentlemen, as we keep a close track on the Delhi investigation. Let's move on now and get you the visuals. We picked up some more visuals today of what really happened at the Dubai Air Show. Close-up videos like we haven't seen in the last 22 to 24 hours. Some users who were there at the Dubai Air Shows recorded the entire, from the lift-off to the maneuvers, to the roughly 2 to 3 minutes when the LCA Tejas was in the skies at the Dubai Air Show. We've accessed 3 to 4 videos that show the close-up of what really happened. We have a 64-second video. I'd like to start with that video. If you can play the videos one by one, they show you really what happened. This is one of the videos. In fact, this is the closest we've seen. There is a screen. If you can take the screen and with the countdown of the video. This is as close as it can get moments before the crash. And in this particular shot, you can even see the pilot there. Unfortunate wing commander, Syal, is killed in that crash there at the Dubai Air Show. I'd like to go across to Air Marshal Sanjeev Kapoor as we play these videos. There are 3 videos. In fact, Air Marshal, you know, one of the viewers who was one of the aviation enthusiasts who was at the Dubai Air Show joined us on Republic earlier today. He was there at the tarmac, very close to the tarmac when this happened. He said he was there at the air show to watch the Tejas, and he's been there 3 to 4 days. He saw it on the 17th. He says 20th he was there, and again he was there yesterday. So these are videos that he shared with us. On the left of your screens, that maneuver that the whole world was talking about. The whole world lauded, celebrated LCA Tejas just 3 days back. Air Marshal Sanjeev Kapoor, 3 days back. And then, of course, these things happen. I mean, every country has had this moment. Some people trying to target India, target our forces, target the Make in India initiative. But when you look at these videos, sir, I'd like, it's been 24 hours. Air Marshal Sanjeev Kapoor, I'm sure you've also been able to gather more details. What do you make of this?
The last maneuver which he has done is a negative G maneuver, wherein he is rolled onto the right and executed a left turn. In this, the pilot pushes the stick ahead, and he gets into a situation which we call as a negative G condition. And he was to roll out and do it 180 degrees roll again here, which the visuals you can see on the left of your frame. He's turning now, and he's supposed to roll out on his back and execute another roll. Something has gone amiss here. This is the place where something has gone amiss. His roll rate has reduced, and he starts to mush into the ground. Now, what could be the reason? A lot of speculation is going on. It could either be a phase we call as a red out, where the pilots, the eyes are filled with, because for the benefit of your viewers, when we invert the aeroplane, the pilot is hanging by the straps. He is hanging weightless, sort of a feeling which the astronauts get. So this is a very, very difficult maneuver, both for the pilot and the aircraft. The second chance could be a disorientation. Third chance could be, at this stage, he's had an emergency. It could be a control problem. It could be an engine problem. It could be anything which, has, stopped his aircraft rolling at this stage. And by the time he could turn out this aeroplane and he would have attempted to pull up, the height, in my appreciation, was too low. These kind of aerobatics are done at low levels. So probably, in my guess, if he had 100 feet more of height between him and the ground, in my appreciation, he would have recovered or punched out safely. So this is my appreciation, seeing the videos on social media and your channels.
In fact, one person shared the videos. I'd like to play the video out, and I want you to talk us over that video as well. 3 days before the crash at the Dubai Air Show, this was the LCA Tejas performance. Can we go to that video full frame, and we'll have Air Marshal Sanjeev Kapoor speak over the video. And this is when the whole world was talking about LCA Tejas. And this was a performance, all the maneuvers that were performed there. Speaking about the agility of our LCA Tejas machine, these were the performance. I mean, this was the display that made it to headlines. Everyone was talking about the LCA Tejas, right? Now, these things do happen. And of course,
this maneuver which you just exhibited is called a vertical Charlie, completed with a roll off the top. So this is a kind of a victory, maneuver that was earlier done after any combat, to indicate that all went well, and that's how a celebration kind of so this is a very difficult maneuver to pull, because both the aircraft and the machine and the pilot are at their extremes. So this aeroplane was a show 2 days ago. For your benefit of your viewers, the military hardware has got a direct proportional to country's might. Say a country in Southeast Asia or a small island country produces an aeroplane which may be much better than a European or an American platform, but that will not sell. So what has happened after Op Sindoor is that country's indigenous industry has made a mark globally. So with India's economic might and global standing, our military hardware is now looked up with great respect. And 150 plus countries participating in Dubai Air Show would certainly be looking at the Indian pavilion and the Indian indigenous defense equipment plus the platform Tejas. Yeah. And on the social media, I did see large number of people, wanting to see the cutout of LCA Mark 1 Alpha, Mark 2 and AMCA, which is put in the pavilion. And this aircraft performance, like your viewer just sent you the clips, was widely acclaimed till day before, but very unfortunate. And my heart goes out with the family of the bereaved pilot, the squadron, the Indian Air Force in that order, and of course our indigenized program and LCA and HCL would also be dejected at this loss to be happening on a foreign soil in front of the complete global world. But not besides, like you also covered, all aircrafts, including F-16s, F-15s, 18s, Hornets, Su-30s, Eurofighters, Su-20s, all have crashed at some stage or the others during displays. And it's even in Pakistan, a lot of social media handles of Pakistan have been criticizing our indigenous products. Their own display in Islamabad, I think so 2 or 3 years ago, had a fatal of F-16. No, it happens. We must respect the pilots who are the best chosen for this job, and they are doing a marvelous job in performing this display very close to the ground and exhibiting it to the extremes of its performance limits. And that's how any country and any platform and every Air Force does their fly past.
Yeah.
Aerobatic display.
In fact, sir, the enthusiast who joined me, who was there at the Dubai Air Show, he said, we all, looking at the performances, the aerial displays in the last 3 to 4 days of the LCA Tejas, he said, when this last maneuver happened, when it came down, when it was going downwards, and he was, the only thing he said was, we were thinking, okay, this is something new that he's going to try, and he's going to somehow try and recover from that, but unfortunately, he never did. It appears to be one of those cases. We don't know, because a lot of propaganda, like you said, is also being pushed, led by Pakistan. In fact, I was so angry, Air Marshal, because there was a clip of a Pakistani at the Dubai Air Show laughing when the crash took place. It was a Pakistani journalist. In fact, it was one of the first videos that came in yesterday. We did not use that video. We didn't want to keep that. I mean, we didn't want to use that video, even look at that video. But in that video, the Pakistani journalist is seen laughing when it happens, right?
See, it's very, very unfortunate. There are absolutely no ethics. In military, we always respect a soldier from whatsoever background and country he's come. They are doing their duty for their nation. And this is an unsaid rule that in the armed forces, we give respect to every person in uniform. He may be from any country. But this country is incorrigible. More so after Operation Sindoor, the way they were, subjugated in just 88 hours. So what has, started as information warfare, which I was just covering yesterday, is the narrative. And they have handles with Indian names. They have handles across in Europe and America and other parts of the world on different names. They will all propel the same ideology, same theory, same narrative. And when it is retweeted, reposted, the common person starts to believe that actually something bad because everybody is talking about it. So this is the new kind of warfare. And through your medium, I would like to urge all your viewers is that please have faith in our own country's defense production. Please have faith in our own military personnel. They are one of the best in the world. And please have faith in our Indian Air Force. This is one of the best in the world. So through your medium, I would like to convey to all the countrymen.
Thank you for that, Air Marshal Sanjeev Kapoor. I'll just end by saying one thing, sir. When we spoke to the LCA designer, and he was live with us a few weeks back, he just said one thing. He said, Narendra, now you will see a narrative about Sukhoi 57, you will see a narrative about F-35, because there will be lobbies trying to push for these jets. And there will be lobbies who will try and run down the LCA Tejas. But what many Indians don't know is that perhaps this is one of the only jets in the world which can adapt to any missile system, anything. It is most flexible. Yeah, you want to end with that? Yeah, quickly, sir, quickly.
See, I covered in a lot of forums. The Indian terrain and Indian flying conditions are so peculiar. We take the same platform to Himalayas to fly at 25,000 feet in minus 50 degrees. The same platform has to fly in deserts in plus 50 degrees. The same platform has to fly in overseas. The same platform has to fly over thick jungles in humid conditions. So not only the platform, but the pilots and the skill and the training is fantastic. You see any single engine fighter's flight safety record. I headed the flight safety in the Indian Air Force. You pull out Google, or I'll request all your viewers to put Chat GPT and ask which single engine fighter aircraft has the best flight safety record till now, and you will find Tejas on top. So this is what has been flying from 2001, last 24 years. We had one accident last year, very unfortunate, but the pilots got. And this is the second accident on Tejas. But what happens is we have very short memories. So people at that spur of the moment would like to pull down. And today, globally, India's
Sir, losing your connection there, sir. Losing your connection. Okay, I've lost his connection.
And they look.
Okay, so I've lost your connection. I'll connect once again with you, but I'd like to thank you, Air Marshal Sanjeev Kapoor, at this point of time, because I'm getting in some more breaking news on This Is Exclusive. Ladies and gentlemen, in Karnataka, there is a political drama ongoing, and every time there's a government in Karnataka, you see this political drama. It's nothing but drama as of now, because we are hearing that 35 to 40 MLAs have told Mallikarjun Kharge, who's a rubber stamp president of the Congress party, that they want DK Shivakumar to be the chief minister. They're trying to firefight it. And now we are hearing that the High Command has told the Congress MLAs, 35 to 40 of them belonging to the DK Shivakumar camp, that they better wait till March. What's happening in March? Let's go across to my colleague Abhishek joining us. Why March? Why March, Abhishek?
Narendra, it is mentioned that there will be in the beginning of April or in the last week of March, after the financial year starts, the next year, there will be a cabinet reshuffle, and the probably 35 to 40 MLAs who have already reached out to AICC President Mallikarjun Kharge have demanded a shift over in the position of Chief Minister. They demand DK Shivakumar to be the Chief Minister of the state as per the agreement by the AICC during the oath-taking ceremony of Siddaramaiah and DK Shivakumar 2.5 years ago. It was mentioned that these persons, DK Shivakumar and Siddaramaiah, will be sharing the Chief Minister chair in 2020 partner, or 2.5 years in the first term and the 2.5 years in the second term. Ken Rajana, who was the former minister of Congress party, mentioned that there will be a revolutionary change in the government in the month of November. And here we are looking at the revolutionary changes, because at least 8 to 10 MLAs of Vokkaliga caste reached out to Mallikarjun Kharge's residence in Delhi, demanded and reiterated on a statement that why DK Shivakumar has to be elevated, keeping 2028 Karnataka elections in mind, and how will it be easier for the Congress government to come back into power in 2028 if DK Shivakumar is the chief minister. On the other hand, we've also seen various other leaders and ministers who are very close aides of CM holding dinner meetings over making sure Siddaramaiah will continue the entire term as the chief minister. Well, question DK Shivakumar also mentioned.
Okay, running short of time, I have to leave it at that, Abhishek. Thank you for that. Keeping a close track on the political developments in Karnataka. And that's it on this edition of This Is Exclusive. Headlines continue on Republic. Stay tuned.
अब छोलिया हो या लोबिया, सफेद चने या काले चने,
सब कुछ मजेदार बने।
मुस्कुराए लड़खड़ाए जिंदगी, चाहे जो भी हो।
सर, पेशेंट के लिए कौन सा रूम प्रेफर करेंगे आप?
जिंदगी भर के प्यार का कोई रेट कार्ड नहीं होता। टाटा AIG हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस, विद यू लाइक फैमिली, विद यू ऑलवेज।
Our pure Shahi Paneer Masala. Delicious, healthy, every day.
Some places feel like they've been waiting for you, where every piece speaks of legacy, from diamonds that celebrate ambition to festive gold that honors tradition. LD Sons.
ये है सीक्रेट रेसिपी MDH का जीरा सिप जल जीरा मसाला। सिप सिप जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप।
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे। केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
MDH की देगी मीरज।
देगी मिर्च का तड़का, अंग अंग फड़का।
MDH की देगी मिर्च. Some places feel like they've been waiting for you, where every piece speaks of legacy, from diamonds that celebrate ambition to festive gold that honors tradition. LD Sons.
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद यही तो है इसकी खास बात। वाओ मामा क्या स्वाद है? अरे मेरे राजा
मसाला आर प्योर सूजी पास्ता उबालो मिलाओ और खाओ 8 मिनट में तैयार। क्या टेस्ट है सबका राजा आर प्योर मसाला।
So in the past we would see most of the terrorists.
Hi, I'm Dinsha Rani from India's capital, India, and I'm excited to be a part of the India Economic Summit being hosted by Republic Business on the 28th of November 2025, being held at the Republic headquarters at Noida, and I hope to see you all at the summit.
From Asia's largest news headquarters, setting the agenda for Bharat. You're watching Republic.
From your smartphone to your smart television, the trending stories are always breaking the internet. And tonight we begin with the bizarre turn of events in Washington, D.C. That is US President Donald Trump's meeting with New York Mayor-elect Zohran Mamdani, sending the internet into a swirl of viral memes. In fact, they were also grilled by the reporters out there in the White House. Also, we'll tell you how Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi's presence was like at the G20 World Summit in Johannesburg, from being greeted with a namaste by the South African President Ramaphosa to holding bilateral meetings on the sidelines with Italian Prime Minister Meloni. Prime Minister, of course, is surely trending today on the internet. And as we speak of what's trending, let's not forget the Udaipur wedding extravaganza that's taken over the internet. Trump Jr. is seen shaking a leg with Ranveer Singh, Jennifer Lopez's arrival in India, and the paps mistaking her for Rihanna. All the viral moments from inside that billionaire wedding. On the other hand, we also have the exclusive report on Republic TV of the ITBP putting its advanced aerial capabilities on display with the latest series of modern drones. And also, we will be telling you how Indian Army's Western Command has sent out a strong and a stern warning to Pakistan during exercise Ram Prahar. All that and more on Trending tonight. Donald Trump looks diplomatic. Zohran Mamdani seems nervous. Now, that is how MAGA fans have been reacting to a viral fascist remark video, viewers. This is a Trump-Mamdani meeting. It's a new day, new clip of the US president having gone viral. Today, Donald Trump making headlines over his meeting with Mamdani at the White House, defying expectations of a potentially tense meeting between the Republican billionaire and the self-proclaimed Democratic Socialist. The warmth displayed came in stark contrast to the barbs the pair have exchanged in the recent months, especially during the campaigning. And Trump had caricatured Mamdani as an anti-Semitic communist, even threatening to strip him of his US citizenship, while Mamdani has called Trump a despot in his election victory speech just weeks ago. He's called him a fascist. Meanwhile, we've seen Trump calling him a left loony also. But the pair appeared to put these seemingly irrevocable differences aside for one day at least, while Trump describing the great meeting as really, really productive when he was talking to the reporters at the Oval Office as Mamdani stood by his side.
I met with a man who's a very rational person. I met with a man who really wants to see New York be great again, and I can say again, because New York was great. I met with a man who's a very rational person. I met with a man who really wants to see New York be great again, and I can say again, because New York was great.
This bizarrely chummy meeting between the political polar opposites led to multiple moments to strike the internet as viral. But the one striking moment was the one where Trump gave Mamdani an easy out when the mayor-elect was asked by a reporter if he stood by his previous comments describing the president as a despot and fascist. And in fact, Trump, patted him and said, "That's okay." And, he shared a laugh with Mamdani. Listen in.
Nelson, he asked about your comment calling the president a fascist, and your answer was, both President Trump and I have been clear about our positions and our views. Are you affirming that you think President Trump is a fascist?
I've spoken about...
That's okay, you can just say yes. Okay. It's easier. It's easier than explaining it. I don't mind.
And that's not all. The apparent camaraderie extended beyond policy issues, and the common ground found between the leaders on that was with Trump also repeatedly praising Mamdani. Mamdani even tweeted a bite from the White House press conference, but the leaders were seen updating on the issue of cost-living crisis in New York.
And what we found time and again is that working people were left behind in the politics of our city. And what we're looking to do is put those people right back at the heart of our politics so that we don't have a situation where we're in the wealthiest city in the history of the world, and yet 1 in 5 can't even afford $2.90 for a Metro card. And what we found time and again is that working people were left behind in the politics of our city. And what we're looking to do is put those people right back at the heart of our politics so that we don't have a situation where we're in the wealthiest city in the history of the world, and yet 1 in 5 can't even afford $2.90 for a Metro card.
Mamdani, striking a respectful tone when talking about Trump, also appeared to draw the line at actively praising him, with the compliments largely flowing one way. In fact, the New York City mayor-elect even went on to acknowledge the one topic that raised the specter of creating a more awkward, confrontational atmosphere between Trump and Mamdani, that is, Israel's genocidal war, Israel's war in Gaza. In fact, when asked by a reporter about previous comments he had made about the U.S. government's complicity in Israel's assault, including the current administration, Mamdani didn't shy away from reiterating his criticism despite an awkward-looking Trump sitting silently next to him.
It's in our city. I've spoken about the Israeli government committing genocide, and I've spoken about our government funding it. And I shared with the president in our meeting about the concern that many New Yorkers have of wanting their tax dollars to go towards the benefit of New Yorkers and their ability to afford basic dignity. And what we see right now is we're in the 9th consecutive year of more than 100,000 school children being homeless in our city. And there's a desperate need not only for the following of human rights, but also the following through on the promises we've made New Yorkers. And I appreciated the meeting we had and the work that we can do.
And the internet had a range of takes on this viral meeting, and from a myriad of individuals too. From netizens spamming social media with stills and memes of Trump looking at Mamdani almost gooey-eyed, to some even appreciating the president's sporting spirit with the fascist moment. The internet was quite the store of reactions to the infamous meet. All right, now we go on to the other trending news of the day. Prime Minister Narendra Modi took the internet by storm as he graced the venue of G20 summit in Johannesburg, South Africa today. As part of this continued engagement, the visit marks the Indian Prime Minister's fourth official visit to the country, following earlier engagements for the BRICS summit in 2018 and 2023 and a bilateral summit in 2016. Now he's repeated, of course, this is another visit, and he was warmly greeted upon his arrival at the venue of the summit earlier today by South African President Cyril Ramaphosa with a viral Namaste gesture. Prime Minister Modi had arrived at Johannesburg last evening, and it was a very vibrant and heartfelt, at the same time very desi welcome as well. He was greeted by dancers performing folk traditions from 11 Indian states, reflecting India's cultural diversity on African soil. At his arrival, members of the Indian diaspora lined up to welcome him with chants, music and cultural performances. All right, Prime Minister Modi, intending to make the most of this 3-day visit, set to hold multiple meetings today. Also, there were multiple sessions where he spoke, and he met the Australian Prime Minister Albanese, reviewing 5 years of their comprehensive strategic partnership, focusing on defense, trade, clean energy, education and cultural exchanges. While at it, they also celebrated trade surpassing $25 billion annually, boosted by agreements like tariff cuts on Australian goods and pacts for military cooperation and resource sharing. In fact, we also had the visual of Prime Minister of Italy, Giorgia Meloni, also meeting the Prime Minister. Let's go to that part. Let's go to that part and show the pictures, as that moment also went viral when the Italian Prime Minister was seen sharing a laugh with the Indian Prime Minister on stage. All right, viewers, let's take a quick look at the trends that are running hot on the internet today. A woman was seen cooking Maggi noodles inside a train using an electric kettle, prompting a stern warning from the Indian Railways. Officials say that using such devices is unsafe, illegal and disrupt power systems. Action is being taken. Passengers are urged to report similar risky behavior immediately. This was the tweet by the Indian Railways on X. Bangladesh A team pulled off a stunning win over India in a 10 super over during the Asia Cup Rising Stars in Doha. India A chasing 195, tied to 194 for 6. But in the super over, Ripon Mondal took 2 wickets and 2 balls, bowling India out of 0 after poor shot choices and a surprising decision to not send Vaibhav Suryavanshi to bat. Bollywood actor Pariniti Chopra is overjoyed after receiving gifts from sister Priyanka Chopra Jonas, brother-in-law Nick Jonas and their daughter Malti Mari for her newborn son. Sharing a glimpse on social media, Pariniti showed baby shoes, a hairbrush, cozy fur clothes, thanking her family for the thoughtful presents. Indian supermodel Mahika Sharma dating cricketer Hardik Pandya sparked engagement rumours after a Hanuman Havan at home and a noticeable ring. Now, she dismissed the speculations on Instagram, clarifying she simply wears nice jewellery daily, and she also shut down pregnancy rumours with a cheeky post. Indian women's cricket star Smriti Mandhana celebrated her haldi ceremony ahead of the 23rd of November wedding to music composer Palash Muchal. Teammates Richa Ghosh, Shreyanka Patil, Renuka Singh, Shivali Shinde, Radha Yadav and Jemima Rodriguez joined Mandhana in bright yellow outfits, dancing and celebrating her special day. Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan attended the official welcoming ceremony for the G20 summit in Johannesburg, South Africa. Now, what was interesting that he was greeted by the by South African President Cyril Ramaphosa, but it was a desi welcome for him. Both the leaders exchanged handshakes, posing for a souvenir photo. But there was a Bollywood song that played in the background as he was welcomed. Heavy demand for dollars from oil and gold importers widened the trade deficit, while foreign investors pulled funds amid US tariffs on Indian goods and a stalled trade deal. A stronger dollar and hawkish US Fed signals hit emerging currencies, but the rupee fell hardest. RBI intervened to limit the decline. Governor Sanjay Malhotra stressing robust forex reserves as a key buffer against ongoing trade imbalances. The Stadium of India's 30th Test venue, Guwahati, became very, very special. Demba Bavuma signed commemorative portrait. South Africa won the toss, batting first, reaching 176 for 3 by mid-session. It's the first Test match that has been hosted in the city of Guwahati in Assam. In fact, the Chief Minister of Assam praised the event for inspiring young cricketers as Pant led in place of Shubman Gill. India's ODI vice-captain suffered the injury during the third ODI against Australia on the 25th of October and will miss the home series against South Africa beginning from the 30th of November, plus the New Zealand series in January. Medical scans show progress, but he needs another month off, high-intensity training and a follow-up in 2 months before full rehab. And a high-profile wedding is making the headlines for, of course, the reasons well-known, the star-studded affair that it is. If you haven't guessed it already, we are talking about the marriage of billionaire heiress Netra Mantena. Mantena and tech entrepreneur Vamsi Gadiraju. The 3-day pre-wedding festivities have already begun in Udaipur, Rajasthan, with the main function scheduled to take place. All right, we straight go to what happened. The moment that has gone viral is this. Donald Trump Jr. and his girlfriend shaking a leg with Ranveer Singh, Bollywood actor Ranveer Singh, on Bollywood songs, on Bollywood beats, at the Sangeet hosted by famed Bollywood director Johar amid performances by top Bollywood stars. Ranveer Singh, Shahid Kapoor, Kriti Sanon and Varun Dhawan. Moment captured the spotlight. Ranveer Singh getting Trump Jr. and Anderson, his girlfriend, to groove to his hit number What Jhumka from Rocky Irani Ki Prem Kahani. And the viral moments keep coming. The star-studded guest list keeps growing. A paparazzi shared a video of Jennifer Lopez arriving at the airport, where the American singer and actor was seen waving at the paparazzi and greeting them with a flying kiss. However, things took a funny turn and went viral when the paps called her Rihanna, as they are overheard saying, "Welcome to India, Rihanna." As the internet continues to flood with pictures and videos of the lavish Udaipur wedding, a stream of reactions have been coming in, most of them being centered on who the bride or her family is. Let's take you through those reactions from the netizens. All right, with that, we take a quick look at the trends that are right now going fast on the internet and social media. At the 56th International Film Festival of India, 3 memorandums of understanding were signed during Waves Film Bazaar to strengthen ties between the Indian and Australian film sectors. One link festivals for exchanges, producer labs and a co-distribution fund. Another connects film institutes for academic swaps and skill building. And the third boosts Australian movie releases in Indian theatres. Travis head start for Australia in the Ashes opener at Perth's Optus Stadium, scoring a match-winning century in the 4th innings. On a pitch where 30 wickets fell in 2 days, Head's fearless batting guided Australia to a 205-run chase, helping him surpass 4,000 Test runs. Israel Defense Forces have revealed the discovery of a vast underground tunnel system in Rafah, which was used by Hamas during years of conflict in the Gaza Strip. Military says that this structure was also the location where the body of Lieutenant Hadar Goldin was secretly held following his death in the 2014 war. All Mirzapur fans are going to assemble very soon, as Ali Fazal, who played Guddu, has shared a BTS selfie, behind-the-scenes selfie from the sets of Mirzapur film being shot in Rajasthan. And joining him in the photo are Pankaj Tripathi, Divyendu, Abhishek Banerjee and the newest cast member Jitendra Kumar. The Instagram carousel includes 2 fun selfies of the ensemble cast. The late Chadwick Boseman, renowned for his iconic role as Black Panther in the MCU, was posthumously awarded a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame on Thursday. His widow, Simone, led the ceremony, joined by Black Panther director Ryan Coogler and actor Viola Davis, his Ma Rainey's Black Bottom co-star. Severe air pollution in Delhi has forced the BCCI to relocate the knockout stage of the men's under-23 one-day tournament to Mumbai. With Delhi's air quality expected to worsen, the Supreme Court recently advised against outdoor sports in the region. The Mumbai Cricket Association will now host the matches from the 25th of November to the 1st of December. And now we were going to show the visuals from the Indo-Tibetan, the ITBP's display of the advanced aerial capabilities. And that, of course, showing the new era of technological strength along the India-China line of actual control. ITBP deploying a wide range of modern drones for high-altitude operations, from logistic drones capable of delivering essential supplies in remote terrains to kamikaze drones designed for precision offensive roles. The force is also using multiple categories of drones for security, surveillance, reconnaissance, and real-time monitoring across the sensitive border region.
Tibetan Border Police is securing the frontiers of the India along China. It's the 3,500 kilometers of the borders with the China that are now secured by the brave hearts of the Indo-Tibetan Border Police. And right now we are showing you the aerial sentinels of the ITBP. These are the visuals of the ITBP's aerial fleet that gives this border guarding force an edge. And as you see, this is a logistic drone. I'll request Ashu to come this way, that this is a surveillance drone. Then this is an Fidine drone, and also some of the FPV drones that are part.
All right, and Haridwar witnessed the war zone simulation along the Ganga. Indian Army's Western Command rolled out exercise Ram Prahar, a full-scale combat rehearsal exercise at the foothills of Uttarakhand. From tanks to tactics and high-tech drones built in-house by our own soldiers, the army is showcasing firepower, precision, and pure indigenous muscle. Western Army Commander Lieutenant General Manoj Kumar Katayar says this offensive formation is trained to break through enemy lines, destroy the target deep inside Pakistan, and capture key objectives. And that despite all the tech, training remains the biggest weapon. All of this a warning to Pakistan. Nothing more straightforward and nothing much more clearer. Listen to General Katayar.
ने भी कहा है और मैं उसको दोहराना चाहता हूं कि इस बार अगर दुश्मन कोई गलत काम करता है, कोई दुस्साहस करता है, तो उसका जवाब पहले से बहुत ज़्यादा होगा और ये तैयारी उसी के लिए है, उसी जवाब के लिए है.
And viewers, we close the show tonight with the Indian Army's latest video released on social media. And it marks the continued efforts towards nation building, part of the Nation First movement. Thanks for watching.
Amity has been ranked among the top universities globally for producing the most employable graduates by the Times Higher Education UK. Yet another testimony to Amity's excellent placement record.
मुस्कुराए लड़खड़ाए जिंदगी चाहे जो भी हो
सो पेशेंट के लिए कौन सा रूम प्रेफर करेंगे आप?
जिंदगी भर के प्यार का कोई रेट कार्ड नहीं होता। टाटा AIG हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस, विद यू लाइक फैमिली, विद यू ऑलवेज।
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद, यही तो है इसकी खास बात। वाओ मामा, क्या स्वाद है। अरे मेरे राजा,
इसको घर पे लगाओगे तो शादी का तो पता नहीं, पर घर पक्का नहीं टूटेगा।
रुंगटा नहीं तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं। रुंगटा स्टील TMT बार एकदम सॉलिड।
पहाड़ों में एक हाइकिंग शिप भी बन सकती है।
ये है सीक्रेट रेसिपी MDH का जीरा सिप जल जीरा मसाला।
Some places feel like they've been waiting for you, where every piece speaks of legacy, from diamonds that celebrate ambition to festive gold that honors tradition. LD Sons.
China and Japan are clashing verbally over Taiwan. Tensions between China and Japan have risen.
आधे बाउल दही में 4 चम्मच MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला डाला, स्टर करो, पुदीना चटनी तैयार। MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला।
मुस्कुराए लड़खड़ाए जिंदगी, चाहे जो भी हो।
सो पेशेंट के लिए कौन सा रूम प्रेफर करेंगे आप?
जिंदगी भर के प्यार का कोई रेट कार्ड नहीं होता। टाटा AIG हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस, विद यू लाइक फैमिली, विद यू ऑलवेज।
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद, यही तो है इसकी खास बात। वाओ मामा, क्या स्वाद है। अरे मेरे राजा,
Some places feel like they've been waiting for you, where every piece speaks of legacy, from diamonds that celebrate ambition to festive gold that honors tradition. LD Sons.
MDH की देगी मिर्च,
देगी मिर्च का तड़का, अंग अंग फड़का।
MDH की देगी मिर्च। केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे। केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
China and Japan are clashing verbally over Taiwan. Tensions between China.
दादी के हाथों का जादू और खुशबू से महकता घर, माँ की मुस्कुराहट और खाने की सुगंध। MDH गरम मसाला,
क्योंकि हर रिश्ता है स्वाद से जुड़ा।
मुस्कुराए लड़खड़ाए जिंदगी, चाहे जो भी हो।
सो पेशेंट के लिए कौन सा रूम प्रेफर करेंगे आप?
जिंदगी भर के प्यार का कोई रेट कार्ड नहीं होता। टाटा AIG हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस, विद यू लाइक फैमिली, विद यू ऑलवेज।
आर प्योर शाही पनीर मसाला, डिलीशियस, हेल्दी, एवरीडे।
Some places feel like they've been waiting for you, where every piece speaks of legacy, from diamonds that celebrate ambition to festive gold that honors tradition. LD Sons.
MDH की देगी मिर्च,
देगी मिर्च का तड़का, अंग अंग फड़का।
MDH की देगी मिर्च।
Some places feel like they've been waiting for you, where every piece speaks of legacy, from diamonds that celebrate ambition to festive gold that honors tradition. LD Sons.
आर प्योर शाही पनीर मसाला, डिलीशियस, हेल्दी, एवरीडे।
China and Japan are clashing verbally over Taiwan. Tensions between China and Japan have risen over Taiwan's security. Japan has signaled it may.
From Asia's largest news headquarters, setting the agenda for Bharat. You're watching Republic.
Thank you for staying with us here on Republic TV. Ladies and gentlemen, this Saturday evening, these are the headlines. At least till 35 to 40 MLAs have met Mallikarjun Kharge, the Congress president. They pitched for DK Shivakumar as the chief minister. The Congress president has asked them to wait till March, as per sources. Jammu and Kashmir agency arresting Jaish terror suspect Tufail Niaz from Pulwama in connection with the Delhi blast investigation. Exclusive details of the 26 lakh rupee fund that was collected by the terror doctors who targeted Delhi, roles responsibility given to each one of them. The details are trickling in. Republic accesses another video of Tejas fighter jet crash. Close-up video captures the final maneuver and what went wrong. Prime Minister Modi addresses G20 summit in Johannesburg, proposes dedicated initiative to counter drug terror nexus. Ladies and gentlemen, Faridabad's Al Falah University today witnessed chaos as parents confronted the management amid allegations of fraud, fake accreditation, large-scale financial wrongdoing. Imagine a medical university, a medical college, and they were cheating students saying that they were accredited when they were not. This is the same terror den Al Falah, which the Enforcement Directorate alleges generated crores of rupees while collecting fees, over 400 crore over the last few years. The NIA is also investigating them. They've covered a money trail, meanwhile, of 26 lakh rupees of those students and faculty members who were terrorists inside Al Falah. But where did that money come from? Here are the details of the investigation today.
Faridabad's Al Falah University saw dramatic scenes today as parents arrived on campus confronting the management over allegations of fraud, false accreditation and duping students of crores.
Today, Vice Chancellor was not available. She has been called for investigation. But since information college had that parents would be coming, they have deputed some senior faculty members. उन्होंने बोला है कि they are taking steps to protect the future of our children and उन्होंने बताया ये कि NMC के कुछ official भी recently थे. They are also taking step and everything will be done to protect the future of our students.
It's a matter of concern for for all the students who are studying here. The fact that this Al Falah University was carrying out a huge terror module, was involved in that terror blast. As a parent, how worried are you?
Ma'am, that is the reason we are here. Now the question is, there are few people who were involved for which authorities are doing investigation. They will certainly come out with their steps in accordance with law. We can't comment anything on that and we don't want to comment anything on that.
It is all normal, no problem is there.
What they actually assured you exactly?
Everything is, yes, and they are saying everything is normal, no need to worry about.
So there is no issues?
Yes, no worries there.
आपकी फैमिली आई थी, आपके पेरेंट्स आए थे?
अभी ड्राइवर आए हुए, उनके साथ आए हैं। हाँ, पता नहीं मैम, अभी तो मैं हॉस्टल से सीधा आया हूँ।
यूनिवर्सिटी के
आप लोग के ऊपर भी कुछ इम्पैक्ट पड़ा है आप?
नहीं, कुछ नहीं अंदर, नॉर्मल है।
क्या बोला गया आपको?
कुछ नहीं, अपना पढ़ाई नॉर्मल से करो, क्लासेस लग रही हैं 8 to 4 सारी, अंदर कोई दिक्कत नहीं है।
The Enforcement Directorate says the university has made huge profits by showing fake accreditation, collecting full fees despite not being authorized. Investigators claim the institution generated over rupees 415 crores in 7 years through forged documents and fraudulent approvals. This is how things unfolded when Republic confronted the management.
We are joined in by one of the professor from Almora University. Let's just speak to him. इतने सारे स्टूडेंट्स हैं, आप क्या क्या एग्जैक्टली क्या बात हुई है?
परिवार वाले पहुंचे थे आज।
भाई प्लीज आप बीच में क्यों?
परिवार वाले पहुंचे थे,
क्या डिस्कशन हुई है?
थोड़ा सा बता दीजिए परिवार वालों से क्या बात हुई है?
भाई रास्ता छोड़ो
सर क्या बता दीजिए परिवार वालों से क्या बात?
वालों को हमने एश्योरेंस दे दिया है। परिवार वालों को एश्योरेंस दे दिया है हमने। पेरेंट्स को एश्योरेंस दे दिया है। पेरेंट्स को एश्योरेंस दे दिया है।
क्या एश्योरेंस दिया है? क्या
कॉलेज बंद नहीं होगा।
डिग्री को लेकर लैब ने तो बोल दिया कि
नहीं, नैक का कोई नैक जरूरी चीज नहीं होती है मेडिकल कॉलेज के लिए।
और यूजीसी रिकॉग्निशन भी नहीं है, बताइए।
भी है नहीं यूजीसी
नहीं, ईडी ने बताया।
बता दिया।
जानकारी दीजिए क्या हुआ है सर, क्या है?
The developments come after the National Assessment and Accreditation Council issued a show cause notice to Almora for displaying absolutely wrong and misleading accreditation claims on its websites. The university has replied, blaming the false claims on oversight and website design errors, and has taken down the pages. More details are also emerging on the activities of key accused. In a major revelation, investigators say Omar, Muzammil and Shaheen were stealing chemicals from the university lab under the guise of teaching and student projects. When the NIA examined the lab, glassware, ammonium nitrate and multiple testing kits did not match the inventory records. Several kits and equipment had been taken out of the lab without any entry, smuggled out in bags and vehicle trunks in small quantities. NIA is now probing who selected the chemicals and whether foreign handlers guided the suspects on using each chemical to produce large quantities of explosives. Meanwhile, the money trail shows a module pulled over Rs 26 lakh in cash to buy materials for bomb making. With that money, they allegedly purchased 26 quintals of NPK fertilizers from suppliers across Gurgaon and nearby towns. Investigators say Muzammil purchased an AK-47 rifle for 6.5 lakh rupees, which was later recovered from the co-accused Adil's locker. From stolen chemicals and fake accreditation to foreign handlers and organized funding, investigators say the Almora network is deeper and wider than initially believed. Search operations, seizures and questioning continue as agencies piece together what they call one of the most complex terror modules uncovered in recent years.
Well, the Congress party is worried. They don't know which way the Karnataka situation will now go. The High Command has been forced to step in to contain the power tussle. And it's not a power tussle that will end soon. It's been ongoing for the last 3 years when the government has been in power between Chief Minister Siddaramaiah and his deputy D.K. Shivakumar. Even as state leaders push their preferred candidate for the top post, both the Chief Minister and his deputy are publicly talking about how each other deserve to be the Chief Minister. Here's how the story is playing out.
There's tension in the Congress camp in Karnataka. The High Command is firefighting another crisis between D.K. Shivakumar and Siddaramaiah. A flurry of activity as both camps meet each leader. MLAs gathered at Siddaramaiah's house this morning. And at D.K. Shivakumar's residence, a key meeting was held between his supporters and his brother, also Congress MP D.K. Suresh.
Well, everything was fine in Karnataka state politics until K.N. Rajana, the former minister, mentioned that there would be a revolutionary change in the Karnataka cabinet in the month of November. And yes, we have started seeing that in the month of November because a group of MLAs who are in support of DCM D.K. Shivakumar visited AICC Supreme Mallikarjun Kharge's residence to reiterate on the fact and the importance of elevating D.K. Shivakumar to the position of Chief Minister for the next 2.5 years.
While MLAs and senior Karnataka leaders push hard to get their candidate to get the Chief Minister's chair, both leaders repeatedly stress at least no record that the party high command's decision is paramount.
All 140 members are eligible to become minister, chief minister, everything they can become. Now no question is there. Honorable Chief Minister is there. He said that he will come to complete 5 years. I wish him all the best. We will all work with him.
ಹೈಕಮಾಂಡ್ ಅವರು ಮಾತಾಡಿದಾರ ಏನು ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಈಗ ಕೆಲವರು ಹಿಂದೇನು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರು, ಈಗಲೂ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅಂತಿಮವಾಗಿ ಹೈಕಮಾಂಡು ಏನು ತೀರ್ಮಾನ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾನು ಕೇಳಬೇಕು, ಡಿ.ಕೆ. ಶಿವಕುಮಾರ್ ಕೇಳಬೇಕು, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೇಳಬೇಕು. ಹೌದು, ಈಗಲೂ ಮಾತು ತಪ್ಪಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು ಎಲ್ಲ ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ಯೋಜನೆಗಳನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಜಾರಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಅದು ಹೈಕಮಾಂಡ್ ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ತೀರ್ಮಾನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅದು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಹೌದು, ಯಾವುದು ನೀನು ಯಾಕೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ? ಹೌದು, ನಾನೇ ಮುಂದುವರಿತೀನಿ. ಬಜೆಟ್ನು ನಾನೇ ಮಂಡಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ಯಾರು? ಖರ್ಗೆ ಅವರೇ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇವತ್ತು ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಬಂದಾಗ ನಾಳೆ ಭೇಟಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ.
On Saturday, the two leaders were even seen sharing the same stage despite the ongoing power tussle. And it's a ticking time bomb for the Congress party.
Story from Tamil Nadu now, where Annamalai launched an attack on Deputy Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, Udayanidhi Stalin, after the DMK leader accused the centre of imposing Sanskrit, Hindi. He went a step ahead and called Sanskrit a dead language, which has become a huge political controversy. Here's how that story is playing out in Tamil Nadu.
Udayanidhi Stalin has to understand, nobody gives extra money to any language in our country. It all goes by the number of universities each of the languages have. We have clarified it multiple times. Udayanidhi Stalin has to understand, nobody gives extra money to any language in our country. It all goes by the number of universities each of the languages have. We have clarified it multiple times. During the UPA time, look at the number of Sanskrit universities and number of Tamil universities in our country. The number of Sanskrit universities in our country is more than the number of Tamil universities in our country. So naturally, Sanskrit universities get more money to promote that language. So we have requested the Tamil Nadu government to create a proposal to create more Tamil universities across our country. Who's stopping it? When our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji is creating Bharatiyar chair in his own constituency in Varanasi, Mr. Udayanidhi Stalin can convince his Chief Minister, M.K. Stalin ji, to create Tamil universities across the country. You can create a Tamil university in Orissa, you can create a Tamil university in Assam. Who's stopping you?
You act like you care for the Tamil language. On the other hand, you impose Hindi and Sanskrit on our students because you don't want them to study Tamil. How is this fair?
One, DMK doesn't promote Tamil. Within Tamil Nadu, outside Tamil Nadu, they keep talking about this language, and now he calls, I don't think anybody has got the right to call any language as dead language. For everybody, their language is superior. Just like Tamil is a thriving language with thousands of years old heritage, likewise Sanskrit is also a thriving language with thousands of years old heritage. Or the partners of DMK, like Kamal Haasan ji, will create a controversy, which is the mother language of another. For everybody, their mother language is superior. But we are part of Bharat. So instead of raking up this issue, because they know DMK cannot talk about development, cannot talk about good governance for the next 6 months, We will see more of this nonsense in the next 6 months. Language, North, South, Orient, Dravidian, all the same nonsense. For the last 65 years, what they are speaking, they'll also continue to speak for the next 6 years. That itself is a victory for us, because DMK has lost their moral right to talk about development and governance. A party 5 years in ruling have to go to the people to say in 5 years what they have done, what they intend to do if people give them one more 5 years. They don't want to do it. Again, they want to talk about North, South, East, West. That is the only thing they're good at.
We can appreciate and we can salute and we can pray and we can laud our own language. But even the mother Tamil won't allow degrading the other languages. It's not meant that if you appreciate another language, it is degrading our mother language. My mother language, Tamil, is with broad-mindedness, and it is a language which is lauded by even the people who are talking other languages. Again and again, Udayanidhi, I strongly condemn him. Sanatan Dharma, he insulted, and then now he is insulting the language, particularly used in our sanctity, in all our prayers. And nobody is telling don't pray with Tamil. We are giving equal importance, and wherever Tamil is used, Tamil language is a broad-minded Tamil.
Ladies and gentlemen, just 3 days before the tragedy, the Tejas that crashed in Dubai were seen rehearsing sharp turns, low passes. But during Friday's demonstration at the air show, tragedy struck. As the nation mourns the loss of Wing Commander Namanj Syal. And on this show, we bring you the fresh visuals that have emerged. It's a close-up video that we hope will piece together what unfolded in those final moments.
3 days before the Dubai air show tragedy, the light combat aircraft Tejas was seen performing practice maneuvers, cutting sharp turns and executing low passes with precision. On Friday, the Tejas lined up for its aerial display. Videos show the aircraft taking off normally, engines stable, climb smooth as it began its demonstration pattern. The Indian Air Force's Tejas crashed during the demonstration on the last day of the air show, killing the pilot after the jet suddenly lost altitude during a low-level maneuver and plunged into the ground. The pilot, Wing Commander Namanj Syal, did not survive the crash. Namanj Syal was a decorated and highly experienced officer from Himachal Pradesh. With 14 years of service, he was known for precision flying and exceptional professionalism. One possible reason investigators are examining is a negative G-turn where the pilot pushes the nose down while inverted. Another angle under review is a possible fly-by-wire system anomaly, as any sudden glitch could have caused the aircraft to destabilize, especially during aggressive low-level maneuvers. In a conversation with Republic, eyewitness Shabir described the final moments before the Tejas went down. He was close to the tarmac in Dubai.
So I was present there for the whole air show. Okay. First we saw student Kiran performing their maneuvers, and then we saw F-35 come in, and then we saw Tejas come in. So first of all, I think Tejas performed for 5-6 minutes. We saw everything like it was going smooth, nothing out of the ordinary. But as soon as I started seeing like Tejas going in the rapid descent, I thought he's going to try something new. Perhaps I haven't seen this before, because I didn't see any aircrafts not F-35, not Su-57 going this deep and this low to the ground. But I thought for the last day, Tejas is going to try something new. Perhaps I haven't seen it, but as soon as I saw the rapid descent, I thought to myself, how is he going to recover from that? I mean, the descent was so rapid, and so when it went down, and I couldn't see it because it went to that side, and 3-4 seconds later, the worst happened. The tragedy happened.
As the nation mourns Wing Commander Syal, the inquiry will work to bring clarity and closure to the tragedy that has unfolded.
And ladies and gentlemen, the Indian Air Force has just put out a tribute message for Wing Commander Naman Syal. The IF, in its tribute to the Wing Commander, has also put a video where they talk about the pilot, Wing Commander Naman Syal, who lost his life in the Tejas aircraft incident at the Dubai Air Show. The IAF saying that he was a dedicated fighter pilot and thorough professional. He served the nation with unwavering commitment, exceptional skill, and an unyielding sense of duty. His dignified persona earned him immense respect through a life devoted to service and was visible in the send-off attended by UAE officials, colleagues, friends, officials at the Indian Embassy. The IAF stands in solidarity with his family in this hour of profound grief and honors his legacy of courage, devotion and honor. May his service be remembered with gratitude. This was the send-off, the tribute to Wing Commander Naman Syal in UAE. Sir, having served the nation with unwavering commitment during his tenure, a distinguished pilot, officer, exceptional skills, unyielding sense of duty, a dignified persona, earning Wing Commander Naman Syal immense respect through a life devoted to service. That was the tribute to Wing Commander Syal in Dubai. The Indian Army, ladies and gentlemen, has shared glimpses of its ongoing nation-building efforts, highlighting a wide range of initiatives that go beyond conventional military duties. For it's always nation first, no compromise. This was a message that was put out by the Army.
Amity has been ranked among the top universities globally for producing the most employable graduates by the Times Higher Education UK. Yet another testimony to Amity's excellent placement record.
सर, पेशेंट के लिए कौन सा रूम प्रेफर करेंगे आप?
जिंदगी भर के प्यार का कोई रेट कार्ड नहीं होता. टाटा AIG हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस. With you like family. With you always.
आर प्योर सूजी पास्ता उबालो मिलाओ और खाओ
8 मिनट में तैयार.
क्या टेस्ट है सबका राजा आर प्योर मसाला.
Some places feel like they've been waiting for you, where every piece speaks of legacy, from diamonds that celebrate ambition to festive gold that honors tradition. LD Sons.
ये है सीक्रेट रेसिपी MDH का जीरा सिप जल जीरा मसाला. सिप सिप जीरा सिप जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप.
So in the past, we would see most of the terrorists who would get arrested, they would be like the people who would be working at a very low level. But today we have seen the white collar suspect.
कश्मीर घाटी में डॉक्टर्स एक बहुत अल्टीमेट ड्रीम होता है वहां के लड़के लड़कियों का. उस बनने के बावजूद अगर आप रेडिकलाइज होकर अपने ही देशवासियों को मारने के लिए और अपने देश को तोड़ने के लिए तैयार हो सकते हैं, तो आप अंदाजा लगाइए किस तरह की रेडिकलाइजेशन हो रही है और इस फ्रंट पे हम क्या काम कर रहे हैं.
Investigators have identified Maulvi Irfan Wagha.
मुस्कुराए लड़खड़ाए जिंदगी चाहे जो भी हो.
सर, पेशेंट के लिए कौन सा रूम प्रेफर करेंगे आप?
जिंदगी भर के प्यार का कोई रेट कार्ड नहीं होता. टाटा AIG हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस. With you like family. With you always.
आर प्योर सूजी पास्ता उबालो मिलाओ और खाओ
8 मिनट में तैयार.
क्या टेस्ट है सबका राजा आर प्योर मसाला.
Some places feel like they've been waiting for you, where every piece speaks of legacy, from diamonds that celebrate ambition to festive gold that honors tradition. LD Sons.
MDH की हल्दी मिर्ची धनिया करे कमाल. ये रंग दे ये खुशबू दे ये तीखा ये कम पड़े. क्या निराला MDH मसाला. केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे. दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे. केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ.
From Asia's largest news headquarters, setting the agenda for Bharat. You're watching Republic.
A very warm welcome, viewers. You're watching Republic TV and I am Rakshita Mishra with you. Let's get started with the top stories of the day that we've been tracking for you. At least 35 to 40 MLAs meet Mallikarjun Kharge and pitch DK Shivakumar as the Chief Minister of Karnataka. AICC President says, wait till March. Jammu Kashmir State Investigation Agency arrests Jaish suspect Tufail Niaz Bhatt from Pulwama in connection with the Delhi blast probe. Exclusive details of the 26 lakh rupee fund collected by terror doctors. The roles and responsibilities given to each one of them. Details coming out. Republic accesses another video of Tejas fighter jet crash. Close-up video captures the final maneuver. PM Modi addresses G20 summit in Johannesburg, proposes dedicated initiative to counter drug terror nexus. So the G20 Leaders Summit opened in Johannesburg, bringing together 19 countries, and it was a strong start for India as Prime Minister Narendra Modi received a warm welcome. And his opening remark, he outlined new initiatives. Here are the developments.
The 2025 G20 Leaders Summit has officially begun in Johannesburg. The first time the summit is being hosted on African soil. The three-day gathering, themed Solidarity, Equality and Sustainability, brings together 19 countries and organizations to build consensus on global growth, debt sustainability and climate challenges. PM Modi will present India's perspective on inclusive and sustainable economic growth, with the opening session focusing on leaving no one behind. Prime Minister is also set to hold a series of bilateral meetings on the sidelines of the summit. PM Modi reached Johannesburg yesterday evening to a vibrant and heartfelt welcome. He was greeted by dancers performing folk traditions from 11 Indian states, reflecting India's cultural diversity on African soil. At his arrival, members of the Indian diaspora lined up to welcome him with chants, music and cultural performances. As the summit session begins today, the Prime Minister met South African President Cyril Ramaphosa. A major highlight and controversy is the absence of US President Donald Trump, as Trump ordered a boycott of the summit, accusing South Africa of anti-white policies, deepening an already tense diplomatic rift. With leaders from China, France, Germany, UK, Brazil, Japan, Australia and others attending, South Africa says the attendance remains strong, and the summit will push ahead with its agenda of global cooperation.
The tensions between China and Japan have escalated sharply after Japan's new Prime Minister Sanae Takaichi declared that any Chinese military move against Taiwan would automatically trigger a Japanese armed response. Speaking at a security forum, Takaichi crossed what Beijing considers it is a red line. It considers it a red line, prompting an immediate and furious reaction from China's Foreign Ministry spokesperson Mao Ning, accusing Japan of abandoning its post-war policy of peaceful development, reverting to militarism. Here's what we know so far.
如果日本想重走军国主义的老路，背弃和平发展承诺，破坏战后国际秩序，中国人民不会答应，国际社会不会允许，最终只能以失败告终。
China has delivered a blistering rebuke to Japan after Prime Minister Sanae Takaichi's provocative comments on Taiwan. China warned of serious consequences that could derail trade ties worth billions.
日本首相高市早苗公然发表的涉台错误言论，暗示武力介入台海的可能性，激起了中国人民的公愤和谴责。中方对此坚决反对。 日方如果真心想发展中日战略互惠关系，构建契合新时代要求的建设性、稳定的中日关系，就应该恪守中日4个政治文件精神和所做的政治承诺，立即收回错误言论，切实把对华承诺体现在实际行动上。
Earlier, during a security forum, the new Japanese Prime Minister Sanae Takaichi declared that a hypothetical Chinese attack on Taiwan would trigger a military response from Tokyo, hinting at Japan's readiness to intervene in the Taiwan Strait.
日方如果真心想发展中日战略互惠关系，构建契合新时代要求的建设性、稳定的中日关系，就应该恪守中日4个政治文件精神和所做的政治承诺，立即收回错误言论，切实把对华承诺体现在实际行动上。
This is a diplomatic blunder and a very major one. So from China's perspective, maintaining diplomatic national sovereignty and integrity over Taiwan and ensuring that Taiwan does not again become a hostile base, especially for Japan and the United States, is a central security issue. I think China is very responsibly sending a very serious message. Don't fool around about this. We are serious. We are ready to ratchet up in response to your provocations. We will not tolerate your provocations. When we draw a red line, we expect that red line to be honored, or the most serious consequences will follow. China is acting in a very diplomatically responsible, but also determined, forthright, and clear way. They are sending a very clear message to Japan. We now have an extremely irresponsible and even worse, inexperienced new leadership in Tokyo. And they are misreading the signals very dangerously.
With Tokyo confirming that its PM has no intention of retracting her remarks, the question looms, has Japan just committed a strategic blunder it cannot walk back from?
And viewers, just 3 days before tragedy struck at Dubai Air Show, the Tejas aircraft that crashed on Friday was seen rehearsing sharp turns, low-level passes. But during Friday's demonstrations, what happened was a completely unfortunate tragedy. India mourns the loss of Wing Commander Narendra Syal. And on this show, we bring you the fresh visuals that have emerged, hoping to piece together what unfolded in those final moments.
3 days before the Dubai Air Show tragedy, the light combat aircraft Tejas was seen performing practice maneuvers, cutting sharp turns and executing low passes with precision. On Friday, the Tejas lined up for its aerial display. Videos show the aircraft taking off normally, engines stable, climb smooth as it began its demonstration pattern. The Indian Air Force's Tejas crashed during the demonstration on the last day of the air show, killing the pilot after the jet suddenly lost altitude during a low-level maneuver and plunged into the ground. The pilot, Wing Commander Narendra Syal, did not survive the crash. Narendra Syal was a decorated and highly experienced officer from Himachal Pradesh. With 14 years of service, he was known for precision flying and exceptional professionalism. One possible reason investigators are examining is a negative G-turn where the pilot pushes the nose down while inverted. Another angle under review is a possible fly-by-wire system anomaly, as any sudden glitch could have caused the aircraft to destabilize, especially during aggressive low-level maneuvers. In a conversation with Republic, eyewitness Shabir described the final moments before the Tejas went down. He was close to the tarmac in Dubai.
So I was present there for the whole air show. Okay, first we saw student Kiran performing their maneuvers, and then we saw F-35 come in, and then we saw Tejas come in. So first of all, I think Tejas performed for 5-6 minutes. We saw everything like it was going smooth. nothing out of the ordinary. But as soon as I started seeing like Tejas going in the rapid descent, I thought he's going to try something new. Perhaps I haven't seen this before, because I didn't see any aircrafts, not F-35, not Su-57 going this deep and this low to the ground. But I thought for the last day, Tejas is going to try something new. Perhaps I haven't seen it, but as soon as I saw the rapid descent, I thought to myself, how is he going to recover from that? I mean, the descent was so rapid, and so when it went down, and I couldn't see it because it went to that side, and 3-4 seconds later, the worst happened. The tragedy happened.
As the nation mourns Wing Commander Syal, the inquiry will work to bring clarity and closure to the tragedy that has unfolded.
India remembers Wing Commander Syal. Air Force has put out a tweet remembering Wing Commander Syal, remembering him as a dedicated fighter pilot and thorough professional. The Indian Air Force says his dignified persona earned him immense respect through a life devoted to service, and was visible in the send-off attended by the UAE officials, colleagues, friends, and the officials of the Indian embassy. He's survived by his wife, who is also an Air Force officer, and a child, his parents. That is the Air Force's tribute to Wing Commander Syal, and honors for Wing Commander Syal, who tragically succumbed to the fatal injuries during the Dubai Air Show, the final day of the air show. We showed you visuals of him taking those beautiful sorties and those maneuvers just days before. But tragedy struck on the last day during the final maneuver when his plane crashed, as we just showed you the clearest video. And with more than a decade in service, Wing Commander Syal, remembered by the Indian Air Force and in officials of the Indian Embassy in UAE, in UAE also remembering him. He hailed from Himachal Pradesh's Kangra district, survived by his father, mother, wife, and a 6-year-old daughter. Shifting focus now. The Indian Navy has announced that the Navy Day 2025 operational demonstration will be held on the 3rd of December in Thiruvananthapuram of Kerala, where the naval personnel and platforms will showcase the force's professionalism, precision, and maritime strength, with preparations now underway at sea for the large-scale display. Here's more.
From the vast blue rises a force that defends, protects, and inspires. Precision in motion, power on display, seamless coordination across all domains. The Navy Day operational demonstration, now on, 3rd December 2025 at Thiruvananthapuram. Witness the might. Feel the pride. Experience the action. Navy Day 2025.
Now, the Indo-Tibetan Border Police, the ITBP, has showcased a major boost in its high-altitude aerial capabilities along the line of actual control, the LAC, unveiling an expanded fleet of drones. The display also featured kamikaze drones, signaling a significant enhancement in the force's precision strike capacity. Together, the new systems mark a shift towards tech-driven border management as the ITBP strengthens its operational readiness and situational awareness across the LAC. Here's an exclusive report by my colleague Simran Singh.
In disputed area, situation code red.
Indo-Tibetan police put its advanced aerial capabilities on full display with new era of technological strength along the India-China line of actual control. ITBP is now deploying a wide range of modern drones for high-altitude operations, from logistics drones capable of delivering essential supplies in remote terrains to kamikaze drones designed for precision offensive roles. The force is also using multiple categories of drones for security, surveillance, reconnaissance, and real-time monitoring across the sensitive border region.
Indo-Tibetan Border Police is securing the frontiers of the India along China. It's the 3,500 kilometers of the borders with the China that are now secured by the brave hearts of the Indo-Tibetan Border Police. And right now we are showing you the aerial sentinels of the ITBP. These are the visuals of the ITBP's aerial fleet that gives this border guarding force an edge. And as you see, this is a logistic drone. I'll request Ashu to come this way, that this is a surveillance drone. Then this is an Fidine drone, and also some of the FPV drones that are part. This is entirely a part of the entire system that ITBP has when it comes to guarding its borders. And I'll request Ashu to keep showing you the visuals of the Fidine drone. Ashu will come this way so that we can show you that also this is the integrated border management system that includes the LOROS, that includes the microwave black hole. So these are the parts of the entire integrated system. And the next gen weapons here on this side, these are the next gen weapons that have the 81mm mortars. This has the belted LMGs, ASMs, pistols, every thing that is part of from the aerial wing to the integrated border management system. This is what the ITBP is all about when it comes to guarding the frontiers of the country.
And the Indian Army continues to share glimpses of its ongoing nation-building endeavors, highlighting a wide range of initiatives that go beyond the conventional military duties, because for the Army, for the Indian Army, it's always nation first, no compromise. Harivansh Rai Bachchan's poem in that video that has been released by the ADGPI, by the Indian Army, truly reflecting their spirit of nation building. With that, it's a wrap on this edition. We'll be right back with news and updates. Thanks for watching.
Amity has been ranked among the top universities globally for producing the most employable graduates by the Times Higher Education UK. Yet another testimony to Amity's excellent placement record.
सर, पेशेंट के लिए कौन सा रूम प्रेफर करेंगे आप?
जिंदगी भर के प्यार का कोई रेट कार्ड नहीं होता। टाटा AIG हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस, विद यू लाइक फैमिली, विद यू ऑलवेज।
Our pure Shahi Paneer Masala. Delicious, healthy, every day.
Some places feel like they've been waiting for you, where every piece speaks of legacy, from diamonds that celebrate ambition to festive gold that honors tradition. LD Sons.
दादी के हाथों का जादू और खुशबू से महकता घर, माँ की मुस्कुराहट और खाने की सुगंध। MDH गरम मसाला,
क्योंकि हर रिश्ता है स्वाद से जुड़ा।
China and Japan are clashing verbally over Taiwan. Tensions between China and Japan have risen over Taiwan's security. Japan has signaled it may intervene in a potential conflict, viewing it as a threat to its own stability. China condemned this as meddling, issuing strong warnings and summoning diplomats. This conflict started when Japan's newly appointed Prime Minister, Sanae Takaichi, issued a direct warning to China during a session of the country's parliament. She stated that a conflict
मुस्कुराए लड़खड़ाए जिंदगी चाहे जो भी हो।
सर, पेशेंट के लिए कौन सा रूम प्रेफर करेंगे आप?
जिंदगी भर के प्यार का कोई रेट कार्ड नहीं होता। टाटा AIG हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस, विद यू लाइक फैमिली, विद यू ऑलवेज।
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद, यही तो है इसकी खास बात। वाओ मामा, क्या स्वाद है? अरे मेरे राजा,
इसको घर पे लगाओगे तो शादी का तो पता नहीं, पर घर पक्का नहीं टूटेगा।
रुंगटा नहीं तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं। रुंगटा स्टील TMT बार एकदम सॉलिड।
पहाड़ों में हाइकिंग शिप भी बन सकती है।
MDH की हल्दी मिर्ची धनिया करे कमाल। ये रंग दे, ये खुशबू दे, ये तीखा, ये कम पड़े। क्या निराला MDH मसाला।
Some places feel like they've been waiting for you, where every piece speaks of legacy, from diamonds that celebrate ambition to festive gold that honors tradition. LD Sons.
आर प्योर सूजी पास्ता, उबालो मिलाओ और खाओ, 8 मिनट में तैयार। क्या टेस्ट है, सबका राजा आर प्योर मसाला।
China and Japan are clashing verbally over Taiwan. Tensions between China and Japan have risen over Taiwan's security. Japan has signaled it may intervene in a potential conflict, viewing it as a threat to its own stability. China condemned this as meddling, issuing strong warnings and summoning diplomats. This conflict started when Japan's newly appointed Prime Minister, Sanae Takaichi, issued a direct warning to China during a session of the country's parliament. She stated that a conflict in the Taiwan Strait could represent a survival-threatening situation for Japan, implying that Tokyo might need to intervene militarily to protect its interests. This marked a bold escalation in Japan's stance on the Taiwan issue, signaling readiness to support Taiwan against potential Chinese action. Takaichi's comments
from Asia's largest news headquarters. Setting the agenda for Bharat. You're watching Republic.
Thank you for joining us on the long form story. I'm Narendra. This Saturday evening on the show, we bring you 5 deep investigations, long form reports of stories that have dominated the news cycle all of last week. We'll look at them in great detail in the course of the next 60 minutes. 5 stories, each different, each urgent of the week that's gone by, but all connected by one undeniable truth, that India is being tested on multiple fronts. Stakes have never been higher. First up, our first story on the show this evening, from the dark corridors of radicalization networks putting a nation on high alert post the Delhi Red Fort blast. And then, connected to the second story on the show this evening, the Al-Falah mystery, the chilling puzzle of Al-Falah and the unanswered questions surrounding its rise and how it allowed its campus become a Jaish-e-Mohammed den. Next up, the Bangladeshis are flocking to the borders immediately after the Bihar elections. What's the truth? What's going on? Fourth on the show, shocking tale of how they stole from God. They didn't even spare God inside Shabarimala's sacred temple. And the left is guilty in Shabarimala. We'll tell you why. Links are out. And finally, to Asia's new flashpoint, Japan, breathing fire as the China-Japan fault line deepens this week, pulling the region to the brink over the issue of Taiwan. That and more on the long-form story tonight. Tonight on the show, we bring you a spine-chilling investigation, which we've looked at into great detail all of last week. A pattern that's been building for years, quietly and dangerously. A pattern that links an ISIS recruiter from Hyderabad, a mother possibly in Kerala, accused of forcing her own son watch jihadi videos, and the mastermind who lit the match that turned Delhi into almost a war zone. 3 cases, 3 different states, 3 different triggers, but the same blueprint of radicalization. In 2017, Republic exposed the ISIS module that openly spoke of Khilafat and Jihad. In 2020, India saw streets burn just weeks after speeches were made calling for Muslim mobilization. And now in 2025, a 16-year-old boy is allegedly being pushed down the same path. What you will see now is a continuum, a pipeline of radicalization that runs from living rooms to madrasas in some cases, to university campuses, to WhatsApp groups. This is the blueprint of radicalization on the long form story.
I'm waging a wild jihad on you. I should come to you and I should give you 4 options. That man, please accept Islam and know that Allah is one. And
that is the first option.
Second, if you cannot give it, then give me jizya. Jizya like tax. Give me tax. Third, you should leave your whole country and run for your life.
Islamic radicalization is a well-oiled machinery that has engulfed the nation one layer at a time. In 2017, 8 years before the Red Fort blast, Republic exposed India's most dangerous ISIS module.
The media that is showing about ISIS is totally wrong. I said you personally have been in contact with guys. I know how good they are. Yeah.
You mean to say ISIS guys are ISIS guys?
Personally. 2014 ISIS. Okay. In हर एक मुसलमान जो ये समझे कि खिलाफत नहीं है, then he is out of the folds of Islam. He's a non-Muslim.
So what do you mean by khilafat?
Khilafat basically a thing. There is no kingdom. There is no racism. There is no gender bias. There is no poor rich. Like in India, it's a democratic country, democracy. And I don't
basically an Islamic state.
Islamic state.
Like
not this Islamic state.
Enforcement of Sharia.
Yeah, basically. Sharia. Totally. Not only for Muslims, for all Christians, even if non-Muslim, that's good. And I say, and if I get a chance to say on a platform, I definitely say that Hindus or Dalits or anyone, they will be more happy under Islamic State than India.
Abdullah Basit admitted on camera that he was radicalizing Indian youth.
किसी को जाना है तो फिर कैसे जाएगा?
मुश्किल। अब मैं ये बताऊँ आपको बहुत अच्छे सवाल पूछा, क्योंकि जाने का रास्ता बंद हो गया। और आदमी फ्रस्ट्रेट हो जाता। तो ये जो परसों जो पकड़े गए बच्चा ऐसे इसके हैदराबाद में घूमने वाला है। वो? वही होगा।
क्या?
हर रास्ता बंद हो गया, रूम के बाहर निकलना है। कुछ नहीं मिला तो क्या करूँगा मैं? रूम के अंदर ही स्टार्ट कर दूँगा।
परसों क्या हुआ था?
आईसिस के जो बच्चे पकड़े गए, they were attacking plants in India, in Hyderabad malls.
When?
नहीं जब पूछताछ करनी है हमको।
परसों नहीं ना? अब जैसे बोले।
Ma'am, you are new to Hyderabad.
Yeah.
In Hyderabad, परसों is around 1 year ago. ये कौन सा ये month? रमजान मेरे नहीं कब भाई? जुलाई 2016. 7-8 लोग, इब्राहिम यज़दानी, इलियास यज़दानी, the one who is present in चंचलगुड़ा जेल. क्या करे वो लोग? They give alliance like paper पे लिखे हैं all these things. Why? Because they didn't have any way to go there.
So when people are frustrated and they don't have any way, then what happens?
This happens.
What? They plan terror attacks in the country.
Basically, करेंगे.
A chilling insight into a mind fully consumed by jihadist doctrine.
What about the democracy?
According to me, democracy is kufr.
Is?
Kufr. Kufr is another big word, which means that if you do praying along with Allah, it's kufr. You're out of Islam. And insulting the Prophet Muhammad, if you do, then you're out of Islam. The same, if you believe in democracy, then you're out of Islam, because you are giving the choice of deciding the law to the people.
So you don't believe in democracy?
I reject democracy. It's not about believing, I reject democracy. Yeah, I am using it. I reject democracy.
And that's what explains why India, the largest democracy in the world, is not acceptable to these radicalized ideologues.
Implementation of Sharia in India, in the whole world, everywhere.
Whole world.
So what happens when people?
Doing in India is a greater deed.
So what if people didn't want that implementation? So what has to be done to those people?
Basically, we will give them dawah. I'll show you the rules of jihad. I'll show you the
give them what?
Dawah.
Like
please accept Islam. Like when you're going to jihad, I'm waging a war jihad on you. I should come to you and I should give you 4 options. That man, please accept Islam and know that Allah is one. And
that is the first option.
Second, if you cannot give it, then give me jizya. Jizya like tax. Give me tax. Third, you should leave your whole country and run for your life. Or fight with us.
Fight with us?
Yeah, basically.
Basically get killed.
Maybe kill or killed.
He was arrested a year later, but only after Republic's expose forced agencies to act. Fast forward to 2025. On your screen is Fida, the woman accused of forcing her 16-year-old son to watch ISIS propaganda.
the mother and the stepfather are accused of forcing their 16-year-old son for joining IS. The boy was also compelled to move to Syria to meet several IS leaders to join the IS community. And as part of the the state police constituted a special investigation team, and Fida, the mother of the 16-year-old boy, was supposed to appear before the probe team today. But she did not turn up due to some reason. But now we are standing right in front of the house of Fida, where she is inside the house. We can see her footwears and other items outside the house.